In the early 19th century, nestled in the misty shadows of the Hudson Valley, lay the secluded village of Sleepy Hollow. This picturesque settlement, with its quaint cottages and towering church spires, was shrouded in an aura of mystery and dread. By day, the village bustled with life, but by night, an unsettling stillness took hold, broken only by the whispers of those who spoke of the village's most feared legend, the Headless Horseman. The spectral rider, it was said, was the restless ghost of a Hessian soldier who had lost his head to a cannonball during some long-forgotten battle of the Revolutionary War. Now, he roamed the woods and byways, his decapitated form galloping through the darkness on a fearsome black steed, searching eternally for his lost head. Into this eerie locale came Ichabod Crane, a lanky, awkward schoolteacher with a voracious appetite for the supernatural. With his large ears, elongated nose, and gangling frame, Ichabod was a peculiar sight, but he carried an air of intellectual curiosity and charm that made him beloved by his pupils and a curiosity to the townsfolk. He delighted in exploring the village, collecting ghost stories, and adding his imaginative twists. Ichabod's heart soon became ensnared by Katrina Van Tassel, the beautiful and coquettish daughter of a wealthy farmer. Katrina, with her golden curls and radiant smile, was the belle of Sleepy Hollow. Her grace and substantial inheritance made her the object of many suitors' desires, most notably Brom Van Brunt, better known as Brom Bones. Brom, with his rugged good looks, roguish grin, and fearless demeanor, was the village's hero and Ichabod's fiercest rival for Katrina's affection. One crisp autumn evening, the Van Tassels hosted a grand harvest celebration, their lavish estate glowing with the light of countless lanterns. The air was filled with the sound of fiddles, the scent of roasting meat, and the laughter of the revelers. Ichabod, dressed in his finest, though still somewhat shabby attire, arrived with his heart set on winning Katrina's favor. The night was a whirlwind of dancing and merriment, but as the hour grew late, the guests gathered around the great hearth to share ghostly tales. Brom Bones, ever the storyteller, recounted the legend of the Headless Horseman with dramatic flair, his eyes twinkling as they glanced at Ichabod. The schoolteacher, though entranced, could not conceal his unease. As the clock struck midnight, Ichabod reluctantly took his leave of Katrina and mounted his old horse, Gunpowder, for the journey home. The path through the dark woods was cloaked in an eerie silence. The full moon cast a pale light through the branches, creating shifting patterns of light and shadow. Every rustling leaf and distant owl's hoot seemed to speak of hidden dangers. As Ichabod approached the old Dutch burial ground, his heart pounded in his chest. Suddenly, the silence was shattered by the thunderous sound of hooves. Ichabod turned in his saddle to see a towering, headless figure on a coal-black steed charging toward him. The rider held aloft a severed head, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. Panic surged through Ichabod. He kicked Gunpowder into a desperate gallop, the horse's hooves striking sparks from the rocky path. The chase was relentless. The Headless Horseman drew ever nearer, his ghastly visage seemingly borne on the wind. Ichabod's mind raced as fast as Gunpowder's legs. He recalled the legend: if he could reach the bridge by the old church, the ghost would vanish in a flash of brimstone. With every ounce of strength, Ichabod urged Gunpowder onward. They flew across the bridge just as the horseman hurled his head with a spine-chilling cry. Ichabod ducked but felt a sharp impact before being plunged into darkness. The next morning, villagers discovered Gunpowder calmly grazing near the church. Nearby lay Ichabod's hat and a shattered pumpkin, but the schoolteacher himself had vanished. Speculation ran wild. Some believed he had fled in terror, never to return. Others whispered that the Headless Horseman had claimed another victim. Brom Bones, who soon married Katrina, always had a knowing smirk when Ichabod's disappearance was mentioned. Though he never confessed, many suspected he had orchestrated the scare to eliminate his rival. The legend of Sleepy Hollow endures a timeless tale of love, rivalry, and the supernatural. On moonlit nights, when the wind rustles through the trees, one can almost hear the ghostly gallop of the Headless Horseman, forever searching for his lost head. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more enchanting tales.